Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your part 2 of the astrological forecast for next week, which is all about the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, the first eclipse of 2025. And in this part, we're going to pull some cards and see what additional messages wants to come through. If you are interested in the astrological component and looking at the charts, that's in the part 1. If you are interested in the cards, that you are in the right place. And we're going to begin right away. And actually, I've decided I'm going to begin with a different deck today. We're going to get to the Queen of the Moon in the moment, but I'm going to start with Angel Whispers. So let's just start with that one this time, because I felt guided to use this deck. I used it recently for a client, and I really felt that this would be a good deck to use for the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, with all the nature and the beautiful butterflies at the back of the cards, which is all about metamorphosis. So let's see what message. Okay, there is still the straight away message. I haven't even had a chance to ask. Heighten your vitality and acceptance of love. Okay, and at the bottom we have keep your dreams alive. Perfect. Okay, let's see. All right, so what we've got here. So heighten your vitality. Yeah, Virgo is all about health. So what do you need to do in order to feel more in alignment and healthy in your own self? Because this is an illumination. Full moon is an illumination of the process that got seeded for us in September, which was with Pluto on 29 degrees 58 minutes of Capricorn at the time. So here we go. Heighten your vitality, number 49, which is number 13, right? And that's number 4, creating a new foundation for the new earth. How are we going to do it? By taking care of ourselves in a better way. When Venus is retrograde in Aries, we are realizing what holds a value, what doesn't, what really matters, how we want to be treated. And then we have the 38, which is the 11, right? Master number frequency, acceptance of love. And this is also co-creation, right? Co-creation with the spirit, co-creation with the nature, accepting help, if you need it. Also, new relational dynamic. Again, Venus is retrograde in Aries. She's going to go back into Pisces, make a second and then third conjunction to Neptune, North Node, and Saturn, and then go forward again and then make the third conjunction, just like Mercury will. And then the last one, keep your dreams alive, number 7, which is the Neptune number. Keep your dreams about, don't forget to dream. So so it is not the easiest of times that we're going through, but this is all offering a contrast to help us to create new foundation by tuning, tapping in, co-creating with the beings of light, opening yourself up to love, opening yourself up, opening your heart, because it's all green, right? And this is again very grounding energy, right? Very Virgo grounding energy. What are we giving not birth to, because it is a full moon, but what are we making space for in our life with the Venus retrograde in Aries, right? And this is all like in a big melee over there in Pisces and Aries, and also Mercury and Venus having conjunction this coming Tuesday on the 11th, and Venus is retrograde last year when they conjunct. Again, it was in the sign of Aries. Venus was direct, Mercury was retrograde. Mercury is stationed in retrograde the day after the eclipse. So this is all supporting us in keep dreaming, keep your dreams alive, because this is what creates your reality, the visions for the future. So full moon in Virgo is helping us to strengthen our connection to ourselves, to each other, redefine what do you really want, what matters to you, what do you want to connect to, be connected to, and keep dreaming, keep your dreams alive. Number 25, 7, the Neptune. To create the reality that you want, and for that we need to have a stronger foundation. Even these two, right? This is all like the childlike innocence, childlike innocence and connection to the heart, love, what sets your heart on fire. Okay, that's interesting. All right, now let's move on to Queen of the Moon. What is the message from the Queen of the Moon with regards to this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo? Okay, again, 2 cards. It's all going to be coming in 2s, I suppose. Masculine, number 40 and 42. And at the bottom we have the Fear. Okay, the Fear came up recently, a few lunations ago. I don't remember which one exactly it was, but it came out recently. So we have the darkness, the void. Yes, there are a lot of things we can't see, a lot of closing phases as well. And we're still in a Pisces season, even though this is the last decan, 23 degrees of Pisces. It's number 5, the change. And the last decan, if Pisces, that's Scorpio decan, right? in many cases we feel like we're going through a shadows, right? Like purge, we are at the beginning of the journey, but we don't know where we're going. We know something is ending, it's an illumination, we know what we've gone through, right? With the south node in Virgo especially, we know what we've gone through, but we don't know where we're going. And there is also the inconjunction, right? It was between Lilith and the north node and Neptune in Pisces, and Chiron and the moon, the full moon, and the eclipse. Chiron and Chiron is making in conjunction to the eclipse, so we don't know where we're going. So we need to become our own leader, right? Become your own leader, the masculine lunar god, the balance, because this is number 6. 6 is the number of balance and harmony. Balance so we don't know where we're going because we're creating a structure of something that we cannot yet see, and it looks to me very much like the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse in Aries, yeah, the foundation. That's when we will start seeding the seeds. At the moment, we receiving the illumination of where we were and the potentials of where we're going. But Venus is retrograde, Mercury is just about to station retrograde. So then we have, in order to create what you want, you need to balance that which is imbalance in you, right? This is a full moon, right? So this is showing us the imbalance. So we have to take a charge, we have to take a responsibility, right? Also, this one, heighten your vitality. You need to bring the fire, by allowing yourself to dream, to have a vision, and connect, relate to things that matter to you, to create a stronger foundation, right? So the masculine, becoming your own leader, balancing the imbalances in our life, 42, and then fear. Don't allow the fear to rule your life, right? Look, the person is so small, hiding in fear, but in reality, your higher self is in charge. It knows how to tackle the thoughts, the emotions, the situations, because it's always been in charge, right? So don't be afraid, because even though things might look bleak, black and white, right? Also, like, we don't know where we're going, just like, oh, okay, yeah, right. We are at the beginning of some new cycle, some journey, but God knows what's going to happen, where that's going to lead. But yeah, with this card, it's saying that you can conquer your fears, and this is the number 11, exactly, co-creation with the spirit. All these things, all these distractions, all these thoughts, all this information, everything outside of us is to create a contrast, right? Contrast or an opportunity for us to see something that we do desire, right? It's again about those desires. Keep your dreams alive. So these things outside of us, even if they are making us afraid, they create an opportunity to realize, okay, what would make me feel less afraid? What do I desire? What would make me feel more safe and secure, right? And for that, we need to be brave to embark onto this new journey that will create a foundation for the new, right? So a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are afraid because all they see is the totality of what was, the south node in Virgo, and we're not really impressed with that. Mercury is in Aries. It's like, well, this same old, we're going to enter into a new astrological year. We already entered into new Gregorian calendar year, into the new lunar year, and now the new astrological year. And well, all we see is this old stuff, right? So like a lot of people are afraid, like, when is it going to change? When is it finally going to happen? But it's saying like, well, you have to be courageous to make it happen for yourself, to embark on this journey, even if nobody else understands and nobody else sees it the same way, nobody believes the same thing. It doesn't matter, it only takes one person to change something, and then others will follow if they want to, or be inspired to follow it for themselves, or to create it for themselves. So yeah, this is the new moon and the full moon. Look at that, new moon and the full moon, just like the eclipses. And yeah, it's evoking a lot of fears. But we've always been supported. We are exactly where we're meant to be. Yeah, the fears gives an opportunity for growth. And this is again about the mastering the thoughts, these scarecrows. This is all the monkey mind, the things in our head, like we have the opportunity to master them so they don't run our life, right? Our higher self, look, it's not afraid. It's in charge. It's just like, if the solar plexus, if the light within us, if our life force is depleted, which is again this about your vitality, heighten your vitality, take care of yourself, because if your solar plexus is depleted, then you feel like, well, what's the point to everything? It's just like all of these things are coming at me and I don't know which way to dodge because it's like happening so fast. Find your own center. Find your own center. Yeah. All right, let's ask the Queen of the Sun. What is the message from the Sun? Okay, what is the message for the Sun, from the Sun for this full moon lunar eclipse? Okay, is this just one card? Yeah, boundaries. Okay, perfect. 39, 12, number 3. Create stronger boundaries in your life. You know, again, this looks like an eclipse, doesn't it? Oh yeah, eclipse. Exactly. It even says eclipse. Yeah, this eclipse, especially the one in Virgo, it helps you to create boundaries. This is literally the eclipse is 2 days after the Sun-Saturn conjunction, but because of Sun being special, this puts Saturn behind. So it's a closing phase between Sun and Saturn. It's also closing phase between Sun and North Node, closing phase between the Moon and the South Node. You know, this eclipse is happening in a closing phase with the South Node. So all that happened, all that was, gives an opportunity to create boundaries, redefine things. Right? Number 39, 3 and 9, 12, Neptune, 12, number 3, co-creation, eclipse. Look at what's happening from the perspective, how it's helping you to redefine your life. If what you are experiencing, only what you do have, it is not what you desire with regards to going forward, and then recovery. At the bottom is recovery. Number 15, number 6, again, balance, the rebirth, right? Having stronger boundaries to take care of yourself. Technically, you can see she's taking care of herself. It's like a bride, right? If she doesn't take care of herself, she's not going to be no good to anybody else, right? You have to start from you, the Virgo, which, like I said, is the closing phase. So this is the way of serving to yourself and to another and to the, human race as all. That's changing how we're going to serve, because the moon is trined by Uranus, right? So how we serving is changing, because Venus, as the ruler of Uranus, is retrograde in Aries. Everything is changing, right? Everything is changing. Venus, Mercury, and Chiron squaring Mars. Everything is changing. Boundaries have to be redefined, because that would lead to recovery. You know, like when the boundaries are healthy, then we don't have a problem to come out of them, you know, because we feel strong, right? You can see that this is interesting, because the boundaries is like Capricorn, right? And here we have the water, and this is 16, which is number 6, right? The balance, water, the Cancer, right? If the boundaries, if you feel safe, right, because of your boundaries, then you can become whoever you want to be. You know, it's a Cancer. Who are you becoming? Expressing your emotions, which are giving you the guidance with regards to what was and what you want going forward. So the safety and security can only come from within, and so do the boundaries. Don't allow other people to create your boundaries for you. You create them yourself, and then you allow yourself to spread your wings and fly, go higher. Amaterasu. Okay, let's see about these 2 cards. I'm just going to read the brief description. We start with the eclipse, the 39. How perfect. We get the card of the eclipse for the eclipse. So that's this one about boundaries. We must all develop boundaries that protect our own sacred self. Those without boundaries live lives dictated to by others. Focus on your future. Reassess your current situation carefully. Transformation is part of growth. I am sacred and use good boundaries to protect myself. Companion stone or metal is obsidian. Yeah, one of the most protecting stones. And also, when you have boundaries, you don't have to be afraid. And the boundaries is also the masculine, right? Even though it's Capricorn, which is feminine, but Saturn is like more like masculine, right? Like being your own leader, you create your own boundaries. You put the line in the sand. You know how far people can come. People only treat us the way we allow them. And yeah, and then that creates the opportunity for this new, you know, this void, darkness, right? This is the long night moon, right before the new moon. This is the ending of the cycle. So the new cycle can begin, the recovery. 4 and then 6. Okay, let's see about the recovery. But yeah, like I said, when the boundaries are healthy, then you don't have to fear, because you can always change the boundaries. You are in charge. Okay, so that's the eclipse. And then the 15. 15. There's this one. Amaterasu. We can recover from all kinds of trauma without building true self-esteem from the inside out, and without the true love of who we are. We may seem to always be limited in what we do. Choosing ourselves first matters. And Amaterasu is the sun goddess of Shinto faith. She's beloved Japanese deity who lived in peaceful life, very much in harmony with the working in nature, shining brightly among her herd of horses and gardens full of silkworm. Yeah, next year is the year of the horse, right? The sun mirror, the rising sun, is a key symbol of Japan and is seen on the golden doors of Japanese parliament. It is symbol of power, yes, but also one of recovery or rejuvenation. Companion stone, andradite, and the affirmation, I can and will recover. Yeah, this to me is like a solar eclipse in Aries. The solar eclipse in Aries is the recovery, see it in the new, right? Now we have the lunar eclipse in Virgo, where a lot of fear is coming up, self-judgment, criticism, this inferiority syndrome, the victimhood, opportunity for healing. A lot of people are going through healing and purging. A lot of things are changing for many. Yeah, myself included. Okay, let's see about the portals. What portals are becoming available to us with this full moon and lunar eclipse in Virgo. Yeah, let's see. Even though I know a lot of people are like, oh, eclipses, you need to hide and not good things are coming. But we need to outgrow this polarization. And even with the astrology, like whatever we believe we create. So it is whatever you decide. So yeah, everything is a portal. So how we used to choose the portal is up to the individual and the level of consciousness. Don't allow someone else with their story to create your experience for you. Okay, what is the portal? Okay, soul star activation. We had this one last time, I believe. This is the son of the god. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who we are. Yes. What's at the bottom? Crystal skull wisdom. Yes, we had this one many times before. Okay, and under that I'm gonna take the third card as well. Yeah, the skull. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. So yeah, the old contracts are culminating. A lot of healing is going on the planet, right? And the Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. We're stepping into our purpose. Yeah, that's what I mean. This moon is the in-between. It is the in-between the Virgo new moon and next new moon, which we have two of. One on 0 degrees and the full moon, the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo on 29 degrees almost. So we are in between, in the midpoint, but also we are in between with regards to where we were and where we go in. And also we are ending the astrological year, but not yet in a new one, right? This eclipse is in the old astrological year. The eclipse in Aries will be in a new astrological year, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process. Look at all these beautiful colors, Your body is your temple. This is again taking me back to the same thing. Heighten your vitality. You have to start from within. Your body is your temple. And from that, look, it's like in the center, right? Like a sun. Around that, everything else rotates. Okay. So the Crystal Skull Wisdom Soul Star activation. Let's just read the messages again to remind ourselves just what is the meaning of the card. Okay, so the soul star activation. Through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know what you have, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul's contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary path. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. Yeah, the illumination, and it is the eclipse after all. So it's like karmic, we can say, destined, right? Then the crystal skull. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from, what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance from the heart of source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull downloads are here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you have been waiting for. So that's about the healing, culmination soul contracts, healing, freeing ourselves from it. And the final one, Shambhala initiations. I've not seen this card before, so let's just go through it. Retreating to recharge, trusting the process, Dharma. Shambhala or Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to theosophical teachings, this etheric retreat is where we can come to contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and of Buddha's enlightened beings. And in the Bon tradition, every year thousands make a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, the supposed location of the hidden city, as this is said to bring good fortune. We can visit the etheric retreats of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. Oh yeah, it was here. Keep your dreams alive. Oh my gosh, that's similar, right? Look, there's like this building, right? It's quite similar card. Okay, so astral travel and meditation, if you feel it is calling you or that the energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. The golden temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of Himalayas, between the physical and non-physical, in between the two worlds, and it is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is the sacred energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma in Sanskrit is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. The message: when things quieten down in your life, know that this isn't a failure but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain a clearer awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Yeah. And also, if you're attracted to masters, that you might have, walked the path with them last time they were incarnate. So yeah, releasing the soul contracts, divine healing, and reconnection, right? Okay, and let's just close with the Virgo. Well, let's just close the Virgo eclipse with the major arcana. So yeah, so I feel this is, again, because we are nearing the end of this astrological year, and then with the solar eclipse in Aries at the end of the month, and then Neptune moving into Aries, things are going to start changing, right? But at the moment, Venus is retrograde, Mercury is just about to station retrograde next weekend, so there will be a lot of processing after this eclipse, because a lot of things will become illuminated, ruled by Mercury, of course. Mercury is the ruler of Jupiter, Mercury is the ruler of the South Node, eclipse is happening in a closing phase with the South Node, so a lot of things are being illuminated to us that we need to process afterwards. That's the intestines, right? The digestion. And Mars is in Cancer, trining Sun and sextiling the Moon. So let's see, final message from the major arcana. What is the final message for this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo? The Tower. Oops, the Tower is falling. Yeah, this is the Uranus making a trine. There might be unexpected things that are going to blow our head, literally, like unconscious becoming conscious, in order for us to transmute old energies, also to heal trauma. There might be a lot of old wounds resurfacing, because Virgo is about healing, but Virgo also is about our wounds that we accumulated through life, and also being incarnate into, by DNA and stuff. So yeah, a lot of things might be coming up to the surface with the trine from Uranus for healing. And yeah, the Judgment, answer the call. Yeah, there's a Pluto card, transformation, and Empress. So we create a stronger foundation. And the Death. Yeah, we had the Death, the 13 degrees. Jupiter on 13 degrees, to create a new story. In a sense, aspect of us is to die. So yeah, I feel that things are being becoming conscious. Our crown is being blown off, our head is being blown off. There's that flash of lightning. Things are becoming conscious. So the ego, in a sense, falls off its pedestal, I would say. Yeah, and this is a card 16, right? The number 7, because we are answering the call. We are going through a massive transformation, number 20, right? Almost the last card of the major arcana, to create a new foundation, new values, new relational dynamics, new earth, number 3. That's 3, 2, 3. This is 13, which is 4 and 7. Okay, and this is, yeah, being reborn, right? The process of metamorphosis. So yeah, we have a Tower, we have a Death, we have a Judgment, and we have a new earth. So yeah, there might be some unexpected things that make us to answer the call, to stand up, to change, to create the new. Yeah, let's see how that's gonna show up. But it could be very internal, just very internalized, because when we learn how to work with the energies on a spiritual and emotional level, they don't have to manifest in a physical reality. So it's like, if we're willing to work with these things that are surfacing for us, and process them and transmute them internally through energy, then they don't have to become anything in outer reality. It just depends on where we are at on our journey. But either way, there are things that have to change, and whichever way they will be prompt to be changed, that's how it's going to take place. So yeah, a lot of people are already going through a lot of healing and a lot of purging and transformation, and if there is something that needs to be healed, that it will become known. Yeah, that's what I feel with regards to this energy. And yeah, Virgo is all about healing, so illumination of that which needs healing, because there are these new energies, Venus and Mercury already in a sign of Aries, that are going to become more and more conscious to us, especially now as they go in retrograde, or Mercury just about to go retrograde. So anyway, guys, 27 minutes, that's number 9, so let's just end it here. So yeah, the cards are pretty clear and pretty consistent. So I would like to close this space and thank my higher self, my spirit guides, angelic team, ascended masters, starseed family, ancestors, all the beings of light that were present, my astrological team, also all the oracle cards, and the authors that brought the messages through their channels, and also the pictures, and everybody else that was present. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Once again, I hope that there was something on a value in this video. If you watched both, I hope that you enjoyed them. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful week ahead. Have a great full moon in Virgo, lunar eclipse. And I'll speak to you again next week. Much love, everyone, and bye for now.